I'ma be a raver till the motherfucking day I dare.
Metro is a polarizing map for a lot of players. Between people trashing on the map for being extremely easy in nature, and loving it for the same reasons, this little slice of the underground has certainly seen worse days, especially when it first came out. But you're not here to listen to me drone on about the history of the game. You want to know how to play on the map, or at least my way to play on the map. So, I'll tell you why the original, worst map in the game is my favorite map in the game. Let's start with layout. There are only 2 1/4 floors, and I'll explain that quarter in a moment, and exactly 3 lanes to tackle, with varying ways to go about them. I'm going to pull a Drake here and start from the bottom, which is as important as the top. Most people will spawn in the lower section and still not know where to go. A majority of the players like to simply go up the stairs. For picks, that's a very valid route, because you can easily snipe people from across the map, but for nearly everything else, you're better off either heading left or heading right. Heading right on ghosts, or left on phantoms, leads you to a much wider point and see and flare domination, a direct route to the hill, and an escape route in a spawn lock scenario. Heading up in the opposite direction puts you nearly directly within the enemy spawn, no matter the team. From there, you can catch the other team hanging on the stairs, and climb up and procedurally skull fuck the entire enemy team. The top floor has 3 main hallways: yellow to red, purple to green, and the main hall. The hallway that extends all the way from green to yellow and it is in a near continuous line, passing through purple and red crates. Whoever built this map left a major flaw. These hallways are straight, allowing for one player to either get completely overwhelmed or rack up an insane amount of kills. This of course depends on both sets of players and the weapons they choose. The middle hallway, however, is just a straight death trap. For the most part, you're going to have to duck and cover from snipers posted up on either end of the map, or any other weapon user that challenges players from the top of the kiosks, or, as I like to call it, the 2nd1/4 floor. These green bastards are nearly every less experienced player's nightmare, as someone can easily just hop up on top with a super jump and gain an instant height advantage. Of course, the people on top are more exposed, unless they go prone. It's a risky move, but oftentimes it leads to a good payout, because most players' tracking ability rivals that of a fucking sloth. The hill area is safeguarded by 4 of these same kiosks in a circle, with 4 more, 2 on each side, on the outer parts. Most guns cannot penetrate these except for 50 BMGs, so it's reasonable to go prone to capture the hill, and make sure that your head doesn't turn into a fine red mist. These outer sections are also good for cover routes. But let's talk about the most important area in the entire map. The most important part of the map for me is purple. My definition of purple is that it extends from this door right here to this little break in green right here. It connects both spawns on the lower floor and is a direct route to either side of the map on the 2nd floor. Someone can even spawn directly outside of it like this. But instead of going up the stairs, I recommend immediately rushing up the other spawn stairs. It's literally the most advantageous spawn in the entire game that I can think of, and can give you some insane openers. If you want to jump down from purple 2 to 1, there's a good way to do it. Vault over this guard here, hit a slide on this tiny rail here, and land safely on the floor below. You avoid fall damage, and maintain momentum, along with feeling good doing it. Don't forget to check behind you in case others are coming from the hallway. Peeking the long green hallway and sitting in purple allows you to farm easy collats, and a direct sightline to the area people like to sit at just before they take the hill. Using this, you can catch a lot of people off guard. Be careful though. On occasion, you can get hit with a funny wallbang from either side of the hallways, and an entire team rushing purple can leave you smoking and wishing you were able to kill every one of them. And to leave you guys off, some quick fire tips. Remember that the stairs in your spawn are not the only option to get up, even if it's early game. Oftentimes, that's how people stay in a spawn lock. As soon as you spawn near one, If it's early game, get up the stairs as fast as you can if you want to take that route. If not, go to any of the other spots as quickly as possible, avoiding areas where you're exposed to the top. Deaths are natural on a map such as this, and remember, there's zero shame in lobby hopping to save your own sanity and KD, and not end up sitting and whining for 15 minutes straight as your team gets their boy pussies reamed. And that ought to do it. I'm really sorry about the slow production of videos, but every one of them I want to put a little bit more time and effort into making. I hope you guys are having a good Labor Day, and I hope to see you again soon. I love my Vartards, and take care.
I'll break your neck.